Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages. I've had quite a few people ask me about how I keep things organized, how I keep track of things, and how I manage to get things done in a short amount of time and be productive. So today I thought that I would take you through things that help me and hopefully help you to be more productive and get more things done and feel like you have a little bit more control and a little bit more insight into what you're spending your time on. Let's get started. There are three kind of ways that I keep track of what I have to do, when I have to do it, and those sorts of things. So the first thing that I use is a calendar. So I just use the calendar on my MacBook and my iPhone. It all syncs together, which is great. Everything that I have to be at, I put into my calendar and I color code it. So for example, I have everything to do with uni and classes and things like that is all color coded green, and so I've put in all of my classes, all of my tutorials or anything like that. I put that in my calendar at the time that it is and when it has to be, when I have to be there, where I have to be there. I also include the time it takes to travel there so that I'm very prepared and aware of the time to get to places and between places and things like that. And yeah, doing that lets me see, first of all, what I'm doing and where I need to be. It's a great reminder for what I need to be doing. It's also great for me to see what I'm spending a lot of time on. So if I can see that there's like a whole load of green, then I know that I'm spending a lot of time on uni stuff, which is probably expected and probably fine, but it's just a good visual representation of what I'm spending my time on. And then the thing that it's really great for is seeing the gaps in time. So I can see that I'm spending, for example, from 1 till 4 on a Monday in class. So I know that I've got from whatever time I wake up in the morning until like 12:30 to spend doing something else, and then I've got from like 4 p.m. onwards to do other things, unless I have something already planned for those times. So I can then plan what I can do on that day to get all my other things done. So if I know that on Tuesday I'm like busy all day, so I on a Tuesday at the moment start work at 7:30 and finish at 6, and then I get home and have dinner and things like that, and then I might have something else in the evening. So I basically know from my calendar that Tuesday's a bit of a write-off. Like I can't really do anything else other than what other than the things that I need to go to. I can't do any other work that day really, unless I stay up super late. So being able to see that in my calendar helps me to visualize when I can do other work and plan when I can do other work. And so that takes me to the next thing. So I use a program called Trello to basically plan everything that I need to do ever. It's amazing. I use it for work, I use it for my own design stuff, we use it for church, me and Sam use it to organize things. It's a great program to plan everything that you need to do, everything that you want to do, when you need to do it by, and you can like attach things to it and link things to it and put pictures and checklists and due dates and all the things you could probably ever need to do. You can do it all in Trello. Not like sponsored or anything like that. I love Trello. I just think it's amazing. It's really great I love organizing things, and so Trello is like heaven for me. But I'll use like my design stuff, for example. So I basically, for my personal design, so that includes like my website, my freelance stuff, YouTube, my blog, all sorts of things like that. I basically have like a list for each of those, and then within that I have tasks that I need to do. Within the tasks I have checklists of things to do. So for example, I've got like a list for my blog, and within that I have cards for each blog post that I'm going to write. Within that card I have a checklist for all the things that I need to do, like I need to write it, I need to edit it, I need to take photos for it, I need to edit the photos, I need to upload it, I need to make a cover photo thingy for it, and like things like that. Same with YouTube. I know that I need to make this video on this day, and I need to make it, I need to edit it, I need to make a thumbnail image for it, I need to upload it, I need to write a description and all the tags and things like that. So it just lists literally everything that I have to get done. And I do that for everything. I do that for uni, that's really helpful. And for church, I said before, it's great. So again, it's just a visual board of everything that I need to do, what stage it's at, when it needs to be done, so that I can plan in advance to get it done by that time. You can also invite other people to it as well. So if you're working on a project together, you can have the same board and you can all see where things are at and how they're progressing and things like that. So that's the next step. So first step was like a global overview of my week, of my month, of the time that I have, and then for Trello, that's like a dump of everything that I need to do, and it's got all of the resources that I need. If I am doing a blog post and I need to link stuff, I can put all the links in the comments of the Trello board, so everything is in one place and I know where to go. Yeah, so that's like step 2. And then step 3 is this. This is like my lifeline, and if I didn't have this, I wouldn't get anything done, because I put everything that's in my head goes in here, and it basically outlines what I need to be doing when, and if I don't like fill this in and plan what I'm doing, I'm basically like lost, and I have to sit down for 5 minutes and write everything down, and then I get back on track. But basically, yeah, this is a 2016 diary. It's from Typo. My sister buys me the same one every year. But so today is Sunday, and this is, yeah, it's just lines. It's got times, but I don't use them, because if you follow this, you can only do things between 7 AM and 6 PM, and that's not how my life works. So I just ignore the times and just use the diary as it is. So basically, I write down everything that I need to do, and beside all of these things, and this is like the most important thing for me, is I number each task. So I know that when I get home from uni, or when I get home from work, I am not like wandering around wondering what I need to do first and deciding where to start and wasting time not starting. I just know straight away that first of all I need to reflect on last week, because that was the first thing I needed to do, otherwise I was going to forget what happened, and I was going to get carried away doing other things, and I wouldn't have gotten to it, and it would have been put off forever. So I was like, okay, Holly, you need to do that first and get it out of the way. So that was, I put that first, and so I prioritized what needed to get done, and I do that every day, unless there's like only one thing or nothing. And then as I do them, I cross them off, and if I don't do them that day, I move them to the next available day. So if, like, for example, I didn't get round to catching up on my blog for VCD that day, so then I moved it to the next day. There are some days where there's nothing written down, or some days where there's only one thing, and then there's some days where it's like a full page or more of things that I need to get done, and that's just how things happen. Like especially if like I've got quite an empty day, then I'll probably put a lot of things in there for me to get done, because hopefully I should be able to get a lot done if I've got a kind of empty day, but if I've got a busy day, then I'm maybe going to be only going to be able to get 1 or 2 things done, if that. So and that's what I was saying about being able to see in your calendar when you have those free days, so or when you have those free times. So if I know that I've got Monday morning and I know that I've got class in the afternoon, then I might spend some of the morning rereading some readings for that class, or doing some more brainstorming for that class, or things like that, you know. If I know that I've got work all day Tuesday or work all day Thursday, I know that I'm not going to be able to get a whole heap of stuff done for the next day or the day after that on those days, so I'm going to have to put those things on earlier days so that I get them done in time. There's also a lot of like scribbling out in here, because I will often prioritize things and then I'll remember something else I need to do, and that might be higher up on the list, so I'll reprioritize and renumber things and reorder things so that I get things done in the right order at the right time and things like that. The thing as well with those times that you have that are free, try and be as productive as possible. Like, it's hard to spend a whole full day being productive the whole time, but I try and like structure my time and be like, okay, I've got an hour, I'm gonna be super productive in this 1 hour, and then I'll have a rest for 5 minutes and go on Facebook and things like that before I go out, or you know, things like that. It's just, it's easier to have short productive times of work than it is to do like long days. So just try and know your limits, know when you are maybe procrastinating a little bit, and if you are, maybe just give yourself like 5 minutes and then it's back to it, or things like that, and you will be productive and get heaps of stuff done before you know it. So that's basically just a quick rundown of how I structure everything. I have written a blog post about this before, so I will try and link that down below so that you can read that as well. I'm gonna go now. If you have any more questions about any of this, like Trello or the calendar or my diary or prioritizing in general or things like that, please do let me know. I will answer any of your questions that you have and try and be as helpful as possible. Yeah, also let me know if you try any of this stuff. If you give anything a go, let me know. I'd love to hear how you find it. If you use it in any different ways, I'd love to hear that too. I'm always trying to be more organized and get more stuff done, so if you have any ideas, please let me know, share them with me. I'd love to hear them. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will see you next week for another video, and I hope as always that you are being creative and productive, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye!